Hi guys, Becky here, Aunt Beck's Creations, and I'm sorry about the lighting. Oh, that's a little better if I hold the computer up. I'm not sure how to manage that, but I'm sitting in bed looking at these old cross stitch magazines, and I thought I would just go through them and look for things that I could do some small little cross stitch projects to have ready to add to larger slow stitching projects. This one's from, March of 1989. So there's a little goose in a wreath, and it says, I don't know what it says. Touch but the latch, friend. The door will swing wide for you. And that's the little chart. Hi, Nettie. Glad you got back from your adventure. This is like a little sampler, but I thought those little hearts could be fun to cross stitch and have at the ready. Hi, Made by Pam. And there's the charts. So I could actually even see those without a magnifier. Some of these old cross stitch things are so tiny that I have trouble with. And I'm sorry if it starts bouncing around, but you guys are sitting on my knees. So I'm definitely like the idea of having the little hearts done up cross stitch, especially the little cat, of course. Let's see. There's a recipe for Jean Easterling's chocolate chip cookies. And see, this one, you could do like a single rose and have it ready to add to a slow stitch project. So you could do just the rose. And there's Stitch It Pam. So 2 Pams in the house. Now on this one, I like that this was a series, but unfortunately, I don't have these other 2 magazines. But I thought that was really cute, and I thought I could do just the rabbits in that one, and I think I've mentioned that before. Callie, you should be able to get the door open. And then they have them like this, too, for like the bread cloths. So I thought those could be really cute, stitched up. Even the carrots are cute up there. And the little heart. And I guess that's supposed to be lettuce. And I love Santas. So I might do that one up as an ornament. We call it Father Christmas in here. Oh, that was the main reason I bought this, was for the cat's cross stitch. What you do is you get something called waist canvas and you baste it to the front of whatever shirt you want to do this on, and then you stitch the eyeballs on. And I thought that could be fun to do. So I might have to pick up some waist canvas because I haven't bought any in years. I'll have to go see if I can still get it. Probably can. Might have to order it online. And I think that's it. I used to get cross stitch because I used to do a lot of cross stitch when Greg was real little. It was something I could do, but it was before the internet. Hi, Beck. I'm making dinner and watching the little one today, but wanted to pop in and say hello. Well, I'm not going to be on long. I just wanted to kind of go through these one more time and refresh my mind. And hi, Ann. So let me see what's in here. I had one of these Santa Remembered books. I don't know if I still have it or if I just gave it to my sister Hazel because she did a lot of cross stitch. I don't know if she still does cross stitch. I hadn't spoken to her in several years. Unfortunately, the family dynamics is just messed up. Oh, yeah, I remember. This has got like these lids that you can do up for jars, and it says Friendship Day, Boss's Day, Grandparents' Day there. But then on this side, it's got all this autumn stuff. And I might stitch some of these to put in my little journal that I made for autumn. Like, I'd love to do that little scarecrow right there. And look how they even did it. They stitched him on probably perforated paper. And that's really cute. They made him into a flower stick and then stuck him in one of those straw bales. And see, there's the graph for it. And I thought I'd like to do the kitty cat on the tree with the leaves. That would be cute. What's this in the corner? Oh, it's chickens. Oh, which way? This way? Chickens and a pumpkin. There. It's backwards to me. Hey, Vicky. Oh, and of course those pumpkins. Individual pumpkins could be cute to have on hand. And then there's a basket of apples. But I definitely would love to do this scarecrow. I'll have to see how big he works up. Of course, if I got a really fine cross stitch, I could maybe work him up smaller by using, a smaller count or a bigger count. And I love this rabbit. But he works up pretty tall, I think. Because each of those squares is 1 inch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's about 5 inches tall. That would be too tall for my book unless I worked it on something really tight. And they suggest working it on it is worked on a 27 count. So it's already worked pretty tight. Could do just his head, maybe. I don't know. Something to think about. Hit pay dirt at Michael's today. They wouldn't give me my senior discount unless I logged in at home first and fill out the stuff. Yeah, you have to fill it in at home. But once you do and print your little rewards program thing off, and it will attach your senior discount to it. So yeah, I try to look for those senior citizens discount. Hey, since age of 55, a lot of places are doing senior discount for 55 and up. Not every place, but some of them. Now this one could be cute for back to school. You could do like 3 pencils in a row. Oh, and I love that, but I don't know if that's part of the cross. I think it is. That measuring tape. There's a measuring tape along the bottom. You can't really see it. There. You do a background of orange or whatever color you wanted. You could change it. And then you put use your black floss and you go back and you add the tick marks and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It shows up better in the cross stitch. You can see the measuring tape there. Also, if you put your phone number with your rewards card, they can look it up with your phone number. Don't know. That one's got a sheep and another little rabbit on it. I like little boy and girl, but I think they'd work up too tall for what I'm thinking about using them right now. But there's the chart for it. Oh, and I didn't tell you, this one's from September 1989. Got these the other day at the bins, if I remember right. They got the little baby things. And then baby in the letter blocks. My sister Hazel, she did the angels. She was doing all the angels in this cross stitch magazine back in the 80s and 90s. She did a whole bunch of them. And then her husband at the time, he's since passed away, and she's married to somebody else. But and she's younger than me, but she did these angels, and he made her a screen where she could insert the cross stitch pieces. It was real pretty. Oh, and here there's another Father Christmas I could do to add to my Santa Claus collection. Sorry about the lighting. I'm in our bedroom, just looking through this. Kind of like the Let It Grow. There. Kind of like that. And it says digging fresh vegetables. I like those. Too bad I don't have the next issue, because that little bear's awful cute. He was going to be in the next issue. I'll have to look for more of these. The magazines now cost so much, and a lot of these old magazines, the Goodwills, I think, are now any magazines that come in, I think they just throw them away. I was lucky to find these at the bins. So I definitely want to do that scarecrow, and it was in here, wasn't it? I'm going to go ahead and be bad and turn this to the chart and turn it wrong side out, because I do want to do the cat on the tree and the scarecrow, and that I know they did them on I swear that's perforated paper to make that flower stick. So they just cross stitched the scarecrow and stuck him on a stick, and then stuck him in the straw bale, which I think would be cute. And I'd love to do the little chickens. Those might actually fit in my little journal. I'm going to start working. I have started working in my little pumpkin journal that I just made. And I did a page, and I did a short of that. So I want to start doing a page in there each week too. So that's that. So what's everybody else been up to? So you said you hit pay dirt, Vicki. What did you buy? I'm going to lean back so this is a little easier. There we go. Of course, now I look like I got turtleneck. I'll just go like this. Yeah. And I don't know about the library. I haven't been to our library since we moved back down here. Sorry, the lighting's all messed up. It is what it is. I don't have all the fancy lights in here. So tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm not sure what we're going to do at 1:30. Cinnamon swirl. Karen yarn was $12.99. Got it for $9. That's good. We went into Joann's, and I did that little video of the Eddie Bauer yarn. Mary had tatting class today. Did you get your butterfly made? And you bought 2 of the cinnamon swirl Karen yarns. Cool. I know Joann's had a ton of yarn marked to clearance. A ton. Pam's Stitch It Pam is crocheting a dishcloth. That's what I should have brought back here, is my crochet. I did work a little bit on my knitted cowl, but I need to do that in small sessions. I can't just sit. It's not like crochet for me. Crochet, I can just go and go and go. But the knitting, I feel like I have to concentrate so hard, especially when it gets to that increase to M1, M1R, knit M1L, and then I can go on. Yeah. The Joann's, they had a ton of yarn. I've never seen them get that much yarn in. They had yarn everywhere. Scott and I were walking all over. That's why we couldn't find the Eddie Bauer, because we walked right past it the first time. Because those skeins for the organic cotton, they are tiny, and they're $10 a piece. Yay, Joyce gets to go to Joann's on Monday. Hopefully they'll have some of the clearance yarn left for you. when we get paid, I was thinking of going back because they had some of the fisherman's wool, and Scott loves that for hats. So I was thinking I'd go get a couple skeins of that, although I have wool yarn already, but to get it on clearance is always good. Mostly Premier size 4. I would love to get the that Premier Bloom yarn that I'm using for the cowl. I'd love to get that in a couple different colorways and see if I could find a pattern for a sweater, like a cardigan, not a pullover sweater. It never gets cold enough here for that, but like a cardigan that I could put on and then take it off when the day got hot. I'm loving the way that yarn, it just, as you go, it creates that flower strip. It's like easy peasy. Yeah, I ordered it I got the Premier Bloom at Walmart. That's right. I got it at Walmart one day when we were over there. And they didn't have very many colorways, but I went on the Premier website, and they have it in a bunch of different colorways. And I noticed they have it in like bulky and then super bulky, I think, because some of it looked bigger. Hey, Kendra. Oh, wow. You're 3 hours from either a Joann's or a Michael's. Bummer. Yeah. You might want to see if the Joann's has some of the clearance yarn on the app or on the internet. Callie, come here. What are you doing? She wants this kitten to go to sleep is what she wants. She comes up here and she does all these beep, 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 beep. Don't you? You going to tell him? You going to tell him you need this kitten to go to sleep? Meow. Come on. Not on the keyboard. You come here and you can tell me I need to go to bed. Do I need to go to bed? Come here. Say hi. Say, I'm the prettiest kitty in the house. She said, I just want you to go to bed. You got you a new Swift for winding your yarn? Cool. Yeah, I've already put Bernadette in her crate for the night and put some food out for the outdoor kitties. And these guys have been fed. Everybody's happy. She's purring. She's not a cuddle kitty, though. The boys, they'll let me pick them up. But the female cats in the house, they don't want any part of being held. None. Now I got cat hair in my face. Who'd have thunk that? Trying to see the chat. I know I'm like crazy looking with my hair all glowing in the light. But if I turn this light off, my bedside, if I put the bedside lamp back here where it's really bright, let's see, watch. Boop, now I'm really dark. And I think if I turn those other bulbs on, it'll be crazy. All the Simply Storage stuff was 50% off. I prefer the prices on storage at Michael's over Joann's because Joann's is like double what Michael's is. I see a message from Mary popped up. Nice. I'll close that. Amazon Prime Big Deal Days lands this October. That's what allrecipes.com. They send me stuff like that. Can't think of anything else to say. Brain went dead. Another thing I do before bedtime. Does anybody else like the search a word? Search words. I do this at night. And I've had this one for ages because, look, I got it at Kmart for 99 cents. And the Kmart's been closed here for years. And Stitch It Pam says it's October 8th and 9th is Amazon Prime days. I don't pay for Prime. I just wait to make my orders, and then I just wait for them to come in. I don't pay for shipping. And I noticed when we drove out past the Amazon warehouse tonight, and it was like a little after 5. So people were flying to get down there because I guess they were late for work. And it looked like they're starting to hire for the holidays. So the traffic was extra. And we drove down. We went past the Amazon warehouse, and they've got a new Chick-fil-A supply warehouse is going in next door. And then something's going in on the other side of Amazon. I don't know if it's an extension of Amazon or something else is going in. But then you, after you pass Amazon, you pass Nephron Pharmaceuticals is out there. And then a little bit farther out the extension, you pass Nephron Pharmaceuticals rubber gloves facility. And then they have a facility that's like training center and health and wellness center for the employees of Nephron. And then that's about where it dead ends. But then where the old road used to go, they closed that road, and they've cleared all the trees. We used to drive down that old dirt road section, but they closed it off, and now it's just been completely removed of trees. I don't know what they're going to build down there, but that whole extension is getting built up with. Callie, don't do that. Oh, she's got something. Whoops, there goes the thing. Here. I'll be right back. What do you got? What is that? Oh, no. How did you get that? She had one of the lancets that Scott must have dropped or something. Glad she didn't get stabbed in the mouth. Cats! Your phone is driving you crazy. Oh, here we go. Whew. Glad I got that away from her. So, I don't have anything else that I can reach and share, I don't think. Oh, I forgot I got a plant-based forks over knives. I went ahead and picked this up a couple months back because of this. Doesn't that look yummy? Now she's got a toy. At least it's one of her toys. 6 ears of sweet corn. You use fresh or frozen edamame, lime juice, red bell pepper, leeks, garlic, paprika, basil, sea salt, pepper, small fresh basil leaves, and lime wedges. It's a grilled corn succotash. And I just thought it looked yummy. And I love the forks over knives is super, super yummy dishes that are really healthy for you and no meat. No meat. It's vegetarian. There was another recipe I'll share with you if I can find it. It was a soup recipe, and soup season's coming, you know. But I have the cookbook, and I got Ann to buy the cookbook too. Ann has it. And she's tried several of the recipes. I haven't done the black bean with the mango salsa. I need to do that. Maybe that's what we'll have for dinner tomorrow night. I'll have to see if I have all the ingredients. Oh, here it is. It's not a soup after all. But they're chopped salads, and there's an Italian chopped salad with farro. And I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to look it up. And then there's a Szechuan slaw. And the Szechuan slaw is why I got this. And I could scan this and send you this page if you would like to try these. They look really good. Anything with balsamic vinegar is good with me. I love this Italian chopped salad. Is farro a grain? I think it's a grain. I don't know if I'll be able to get that around here or if it's something. You have to find some radicchio too, which that may be a problem here. It's a grain. That's what I thought. Hi, Leah. Yeah, I'll copy this page for you because I know you like the hot stuff like I do. But that Szechuan slaw, it looked so good. It's got green cabbage, Napa cabbage, red. It's the thing about these recipes, if you decide to get the Forks Over Knives cookbook or pick up one of these magazines at the grocery store, you have to keep in mind it's all fresh vegetables, and you've got a lot of time is spent peeling, dicing, cutting, and all that kind of stuff because you're using raw ingredients. Is Allie K here? Hi, Allie K. So I'll make a copy of that and pop it in the mail to you, Ann. Let's see. There was a soup in here too. I know there was. I'm just looking. Just looking. Maybe it wasn't. Oh, those look good. Apple maple cinnamon rolls. Look at those. Hi, Angie. I saw Beth was still on, but I said, well, I want to chit chat for a minute before I calm down for the evening. We had flounder with grits and a can of baked beans tonight. Not baked beans, it was pork and beans. No, it wasn't. It was the slaw that I'm remembering. I might go out there and make a copy of that for Ann before I go to sleep. There's the 13 bean soup. That one looks good too. But what I find with these bean soup recipes is it makes so much that we have to eat it for days and days and days. So I'll make a copy of that page for Ann. You went to the Mexican restaurant tonight? That's usually when we get paid on like on this Wednesday, tomorrow. Mexican's one of our stops. We found out our New York pasta and pizza place closed down. Scott found out about that. But then there's a place called the Cucina. It's kitchen, Italian kitchen. And they're not far from the house. And they do hoagies and pizza and that kind of stuff. Pam says she made spaghetti. We had spaghetti last night. Oh my goodness, yes. There's a lot of kinds of beans. If you get an opportunity to get your hands on a seed catalog, your mind will be blown at the number of seeds you can get for different kinds of beans. There's cow beans, black beans, pinto beans, northern beans, lima beans, cannellini beans, kidney beans, dark kidney beans, Crowder peas. You could come up with 13 beans just at the grocery store. Hi, tie-dye and Dawn. You can't leave a thumb. They changed the icon. Well, I'm not seeing any of that. So I don't know. Lima beans. Now, I like baby lima beans, but I don't like those great big honkers. I no. They're too um grainy and gritty. That's one reason we don't like garbanzo beans. Unless it's made into dip. Oh, I can't remember what that dip is called. That's made. Why can't I remember what that is? Because it's getting late. Black-eyed peas. Yep. Black-eyed peas with a bit of pork in it. Slow cooked is yummy. Hummus. That's it. Hola, Maritza. Yes, hummus. And I like to make my own hummus and put some jalapenos in it because everything's better with jalapeno. Mary says I see the thumb too. Getting lots of new folks popping in. It was a pleasure to meet some of you gals over at Shannon's last night. I popped in there. Oh, here comes my little guy. You want to say hi too? Hang on, we got to get it so we're not flashing something we're not supposed to. Come here. You can say hi. This is the baby. Aren't you? Yeah. This is Tippy. See, he's all white except for gray on his head, and his tail is gray except for the tip of his tail, and that's why he's Tippy. He's like, your stuff's in my way, Mom. And then Howard's on the craft table right now. And I bumped something, so it's acting crazy. Tippy gets to be a little annoying sometimes because he wants attention all the time. All the time. Don't you? He thinks he deserves it. That is strange. Well, they're always changing something. Every change happens. We got to just roll with it, right? So I don't have anything planned for tomorrow. So if you guys want to leave me a comment of something you might want to do, I would say, let's do another prompt game, but I want to spread the prompt games out. So we might do a page in my little fall journal tomorrow. And I'll show you the page tomorrow that I did today. I just wanted to do something on the very first page to get me started. So I started there. And at one point I thought I would just do the right-hand side of the page. So just the page facing up. But then I got to thinking today, I might as well fill it up on both sides of the page. You got it fixed finally? Was it an easy fix? This computer keeps telling me there's a newer version of Ubuntu, but I can't seem to get it to do its thing. So I'm going to give this to Scott in a few minutes and see if he can figure out what we need to do. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to go through my fabric stash that's in the back. The fabric and yarn is in our master bedroom. I'm in our center bedroom right now because when we moved back, this was the easiest for us to set our bedroom up and get my stash all back in the house. So I have a section that's fabric and a section that's yarn, and it's in tubs. So when I want to go through stuff, I have to go through every single tub. I tried labeling the tubs. It doesn't help. So I'm going to go through and try one more time and maybe divide my fabric into the seasons like spring, summer, fall, and winter. You had to text Verizon to help you. Well, that's good that there was somebody there that could help you. I don't know what I would do without Scott. I would probably, once the computer failed, I would probably just not get on the computer again. That's just the way I am. He's my Mr. Fix-It. So I told him he's not allowed to pass away before me. He said it's not allowed, just not. So tomorrow we'll work in the little fall journal. I guess I'll look up some more autumn quotes, and maybe I'll share those on my community tab so you could choose a quote to add to your page tomorrow. I like to put in those little journals, I like to turn them into quote journals. And we might do that page, and time allowing, we'll see. I'd like to do a bits and bops binder page, which for anybody new, I have a couple binders with plastic pockets where I've just like put a bunch of stuff by color. Like I have one envelope or pocket in there that's all neutrals. I have one that is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. But I was thinking of doing one of those and maybe making some cards. Yep. If we can make it that long, that'd be awesome. It really does change your perspective on life once you get past 50, because you start thinking about not what happened in the past, but you think, what all more can I do? How much longer do I have? Because none of us know. So you better grab on and do the things you want to do. Like Mary, go take some classes. I was sitting there this morning and Mary was like, I know it said somewhere in here there's classes. And then I was sitting there, you need to take some classes. I know you can buy more stuff, but the experience of going and being with like-minded people is something too. So, oh, I wish I could show him to you, but I don't want to flash you anything. Let me see. He was sleeping. He's not spoiled. Well, Scott's mother is going to be 97 years old tomorrow. No, next month. Not tomorrow. Next month on the 21st, I think. I think it's October 21st. So, yeah. And I need to take my own advice as well. I need to sign up for some things and get back out in public. I just find it so exhausting to leave the house. Not just physically exhausted. It's just, I feel emotionally exhausted when I leave the house anymore. Yeah. You could look around though. You never know. You could ask at whatever craft store you go to. Some of them have classes. I know Michael's has classes, but the Joann's that I used to work at, they don't do classes there. Hi, Mary Lou. That would be a fun trip. That would be fun. Your father-in-law is going to be 97 also. Scott's mom's doing pretty good. She's still she's having some memory problems, and we have the same conversation every Sunday. Exactly the same conversation every single Sunday. She's not taking the newspaper anymore because it costs too much. And the only one she really wants to get is Sunday and Tuesday, so she can get the grocery store ads and she could see the Sunday ads, which there's not really any Sunday ads anymore. And she doesn't really go anywhere unless one of us takes her. We're trying to get her to quit driving totally, but she still wants to drive to like her hairdresser, which is up the hill, which is very high level of traffic, and we wish she wouldn't go there. But I don't know what to do. Just have to go with it. Roll with it. She'll at least let me take her to the doctor, which there's no way we want her on the interstate at all. Let's see. Ah, Mary was talking about that little like cabin or whatever. That would be so fun to just get a group together and just rent a place like that and everybody show up with like whatever crafts you want to do. If you wanted to learn sewing, bring your sewing machine and we could sit and sew and learn stuff and do. That just sounds like so much fun, but that takes money too. And yeah, maybe someday Scott and I will travel some. Your father-in-law is healthier than you are? Oh, goodness. Yeah, but so it's very far away from me, even, Mary. Let's see. All right. I guess I'll let you guys go. Anne is playing bridge in the morning. She'll be on at 12:30. At 1:30, I'll come on. At 2:30, Yolan, Devin Rex comes on. At 3 o'clock, somebody comes on at 3. Is it Shannon? Wednesdays, it's like bam, 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 bam in the afternoon. So you can jump from one to the other, and you can jump back and forth if one runs over. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern. Bye.